Morning, morning, morning. What's up, Brady, Daniel, Vanessa, Deuce, JB, Ben, L. Hivsters? Good morning. Gary, Anderson, Salam, MG. What's up, Satchmo? What's up, Rambo, Burak? How y'all doing? Steven, Jonathan, Mark, Terry. Good morning. Cough, cough. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Lona, King Cabina, John, Jordan, Braden, Sinful. What's up, Sheriff? Good morning, Traveler. What's up, Sandollar? What's up, Sandra? Good morning, Michael. Alright, let's jump into this before more time escapes us. But let's add some levels now. So we need to add the pre-market low, 398.22, and instantly you should already see what your break below is. It's kind of a combination of yesterday's lows to the pre-market lows. So 398.20s needs to be a good break below for us. 397.30, 396.40, and I think we have 395 and 394. A lot of levels. If you guys remember from a couple months ago, we were trading through these levels. Now we're looking to go test them. To the upside, let's add previous day open. Pre-market high is basically there. It's 400.60s. So we need to look over 400.75-ish area, in my opinion. In reality, we really need to look over this level. 401. Alright, so let's say... And hold up, we didn't even do the best part. On the bigger time frame, we had a bearish kicker, inverted hammer, shooting star, whatever you want to call it, rejecting the 9 EMA and a really good area at 412, held under 408s. We then gapped down, tested the support of the other low that we had that previously went under that level. We broke that, had a bearish kicker again yesterday, and now it looks like we're going to be opening just slightly higher, not a whole lot higher. We're not even $1 up from where we closed, so be very careful, but it looks like we need to push through the 400s. We're going to say about 400.70 or 401 to try to push back up to 404, 405 for a possible retest. If we cannot hold that level, we will be falling down to 396, possibly 395. So there's a very big day ahead of us that could go either way, really. Which is good, because like us, you know, we like to plan for both sides. So not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Oh, come on. Above 401, target 402 slash 403. $404.15. Below 398.20s, target 397.30, 396.40, 395, and 394. Pretty simple breakdown today. We have a very clean range in between our previous day lows, our pre-market low, and then of course we have this kind of level where we hit as support, rejected, and then rejected again later on after a little bit of a curl up that was the only time that broke above the 9 EMA before the end of the day. It was a very impressive one-directional day yesterday. So we're either looking past 401 or 398.20. It's a pretty simple range today. My mic is tweaking. Alright, how's that? That should be better. Okay, bet. But did y'all catch what I was saying now? We're looking above 401 or under 398.20s. All right. Yeah, all I did was just unplug it and then replug it back in, so must have just been a connection issue. All right, but everybody understands what we're looking out for. We're looking above 401 or under 398.20s. There's a possibility we have a really good small green day or a small red day. We have a lot of levels on both sides, and prices kind of evenly matched in between them. All right. Let's go to Apple. We got 150.30s there. 149.50 to the upside, 148.11 to the downside. That one's pretty simple. Thank you, Big Lou, for answering. Previous day open. Amazon above 95.30s or under 94.20s. Tesla. Previous day open. Previous day high. Previous day close. And they got their pre-market low lined up with an already marked level. And then pre-market high. So it looks like above 199.50 to the upside. I'm getting so much frame rate droppage right now. And there's nothing I can do about it. All right. All right, but here on Tesla, 199.50 or 195.25. That's probably my favorite one so far. Meta, we have today's open. That's probably my favorite. Break above, break below. Previous day high. All right, so Tesla, Meta don't look bad. Uh, 254.50 looks okay. 256 looks okay. Under 251. It's Microsoft. Previous day high. Previous day low. Pre-market low. So 91.60s or 92.20s. Tesla, Meta, still my only favorites really so far. This kind of sucks because NVIDIA has earnings today, so I don't think I'll be adding that or AMD today. I might add AMD, but I'm really not feeling those today. Netflix, this one's a little bit of a special find. So we got pre-market high, previous day open, previous day high, previous day lows basically marked. So it's pretty much above 340 or 336.40s. Let's just start typing the ones I do like. I kind of like Apple. I like Tesla. I like Meta. These are probably my favorite three out of the ones we just went through. All right, so let's just type the ones I do like so far. 149.50s. Target 150.15. Tesla. above one. I'm just gonna say 200. Above 200. Target 202. 204. Above 205 for more towards 206.50 slash 209s. Below 195.20s for more downside. Meta above 174.20s. Target 175, 176.10. Above 176.10 towards 177.25 and 178. Below 171s for more downside. I wasn't really a fan of Microsoft, even though it's pretty clear cut that above 254.50s this can really get going again towards 256 or under 251 for a little bit more of a dip. AMD, let's just see what AMD gives us here. Previous day open, pre-market high, previous day high, pre-market low. All right, so maybe we'll add AMD. NVIDIA ER after hours, so be careful with high IV slash BS. We all know what BS stands for. Above 77.30s towards, let's get a halfway point of this range because that's too wide. 77.75 slash 78.20s. 78.50 for more upside. Beyond that, below 76.40s towards 76 for more downside. Yo, Sandollar, I appreciate the donation. I just saw it pop up. Glad to have you, man. I really do appreciate that. I will be sure to spend it on some, what looks like some fruit punch and that little emoji dude's coffee. It looks like legit fruit punch. Russian coffee to get you started. That's right. That's what we called it. Russian coffee. Red means run, son, and numbers add up to nothing. Barry Sanders, of course. JP Stockin, try to change the chart times back and forth. 30 minutes, 10 minutes. Glad to have you all in here, though. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Sandollar, again for donating. Appreciate you. Actually, speaking of Sandollar, let's look at Baba. Ooh, it looks like you bought out the right day, didn't you? He's been shorting this pretty well, and then yesterday hit me up saying he's going to buy a more riskier long, and it's going to be up today, it looks like. They'll be up almost $1 at open. But it looks like 97.20 is their ultimate breakout level to go towards that gap fill, so we might have to add Baba. Cool, cool. There you go, Sandollar. Got your Bob on there. Even though I don't think it's going to do much today, I actually think it'll probably sit in this range for the most part. Let me send this list out to everybody. Make sure everybody gets it. But does what I said on SPY make sense to everybody? Sorry that my mic was cutting out. But covering just the range on the smaller time frame, and then we covered the bigger time frame and what we could possibly look out for. I'll repeat it just in case anybody didn't catch it. But today we're looking to see if they can retake and hold 400s. If they can't, we will possibly seeing a rejection, a breakthrough previous day low, and that can lead down to 396, 395, and possibly lower levels. If we can retake this level, we can go towards 404, 405 and see if they want to go hit that, retest it. If they want to bounce higher, that's awesome, but that's at least where they should go to try and retest, maybe even try to fill that gap. So it's a really good plan on both sides. And then smaller time frames, pretty simple. But give me a thumbs up or a yeah if that makes sense to you. Hopefully all of us are on the same page. And then also, while I have the idea, definitely go check out the video that I put up yesterday. It's already been public on Leland's channel, but I really wanted to put this in front of everybody. Y'all really need to watch that video. It's really good. In the near future, he'll be making a video of the opposite candle, the inside bar. So be watching out for that. But definitely go to support that video. Drop a comment. Support Leland. Really good guy. That video is really good. Let's see what you nerds are saying. And Leland we trust, literally. Good morning, John. I know in TradingView you have to upgrade your quotes, JP stocking, and even then, sometimes our numbers will be off, so I'm not sure what to tell you. Nice getting the stream on a flight right now. Damn. We're in the Mile High Club, everybody. Yeah, that Leland guy is cool. Bright future. Yeah, he aight. You gotta say all the nice things now while he's not here, and then when he joins, we'll just pretend we never said them. AMD just announced it's expanding support of its growing 5G partner ecosystem spanning from core to radio access networks, RAN applications. Nikola will offer a hands-free highway driving system for its trucks starting next year. Marvel just announced it has selected Amazon Web Services as its cloud provider for electronic design automation. Marvel as in M-A-R-V-E-L-L, not Marvel like Avengers. Oh, shit, Leland's here. Everyone go. Good morning, Sabrina. That's one way to get in the Mile High Club. Thanks, Leland, for the YouTube outside happy hour bar trading. It's funny because if you type in outside bar on Google, you have to type in candlestick or you literally get links to like legit drinking bars that are outside. But be sure to drop a like on the stream. I agree with Sonia. Definitely helps out the team. 141 people, 69 likes. We could definitely even that up a little bit. So be sure to drop a thumbs up on the YouTube stream. It's free. Hope everyone woke up full of sunshine and cornflakes today and ready to smack that like button. There you go. See? He's plugging it. It's $3.99, a halfway of a fib. Let's see. Yes, it is. Between 397.30 and 400.60. I think I added that just for the smaller time frame chart. Just because I didn't like how much room was in there. It's not really fair to say, alright guys, under 400.60s, aim for 397.30s after we've already had this fall. So I think I ended up adding that yesterday, but we might have already had it, to be honest with you. No, it made sense to me, JP Stocking. That's a halfway point. It makes sense to me. I am one of those nerds. How many of you have been practicing the TA routine and drawing the levels in the way I draw them? Adding your bigger levels of price history, and then day after day, re-adding and deleting and re-adding the smaller time frame levels, your previous day high, previous day low, previous day open, previous day close, pre-market high, pre-market low. How many of y'all have been adding those and getting a little bit better with drawing them yourself? Samram, it's literally just me combining levels. It has no significance. It's just to make it easier for you to see. I'm just adding the previous day low down to the pre-market low. There is no other significance behind that. It's just the support that needs to break for bears to take control. That's all it is. Don't let the colors throw you off. And current day open. You're right, Money Lisa. Look, Money Lisa was listening. And the current day open. You are correct. Work in progress. Some of you are saying yes. Money Lisa's been killing it. She's been practicing a lot. Or not she. Money Lisa's not a he or a she. Money Lisa is from Mars. Money Lisa's a Martian. I have It's Making Sense. District Workshop 11, one of your weekly TA videos. Good, good. Religiously. That I can't even see the candle from. Ooh, nice. That's always really good, Sheriff. Hide the candle and you can't fake yourself out, right? Money Lisa is a bing bong. Much better than a few months ago. TA routine is my bedtime routine now. Hey. How else can you trade without adding the levels every day? I don't know. Yes has been super helpful. Good to hear. Good to hear. I was just curious, see how many of y'all actually go through it a bunch, or if some of you are just kind of just now getting into it, or if you aren't in it at all, which it's okay. You don't have to be charting the exact way I do to be here. But glad to hear a lot of you guys are enjoying it or going through it pretty heavily. That's pretty much what it takes. Too many times I see traders, you know, practice just for like a week and they give up and then they just start trading randomly. And then you don't see that person for a while because they end up quitting or they take a very long break. But then you have those people who get into it instantly, constantly review it, constantly practice. Wondering how, or wait, what? Wondering when the Oshkosh Bagosh Josh overalls will come out in the merch store. Jesus, that was a mouthful. Oshkosh Bagosh Josh. Samram, a really awesome video to backtest if you are having a problem getting levels to the exact T, because we should be getting the exact levels to the exact cent. If you need to turn this setting on, this might help you. Snap drawings to OHLC, maybe that's why you're getting off by a couple cents. If you're off by a lot though, then you need to review workshop number 11. This video here, I would go through this again just to make sure you're not going through it wrong, or if you're doing something off a little bit. This is the video. Been doing a bunch of back testing on TOS, been super helpful. Still a long way to go. Hey man, we all got a long way to go. So don't beat yourself up. But I like your grind, man. Definitely going to take some time. Try to enjoy the process. The art critic at your service. Good morning, Oaktown Poppy. Good morning, Intuition. Good morning to both of you. Glad to have y'all back. Be sure to drop a thumbs up on the stream if you're joining in. Glad to have you all. We do have the market open in about less than 5 minutes. couldn't find the yesterday's video, all you have to do is go to the channel, click videos, and it's this one, trading the outside bar. This was the video we posted. The one I pinned yesterday. Which one did I pin yesterday? I think I pinned the Buy the Dip playlist. If you go to the playlist button there, base build, Buy the Dip strategy, view fuel playlist. There it is. I think this is the one I posted yesterday. I'll relink you just in case you still can't find it. Okay, it is. Good, good, good. I didn't know if my memory was serving me correct or not. That's probably what it was then, Evis, because that's consolidation is needed for base build strategies, and that was definitely the playlist I pinned yesterday. So I'm not sure. If you remember anything, let me know. But that was 100% what I posted yesterday. Let's get this bread. That's the Spirit King Carnage. But yeah, Evis, if you think of anything, man, let me know. If there was another video maybe you were thinking of or whatever. No, you're good. No reason to say you're bad. Good morning, Miggy. Glad to have you in here. Let's obtain this grain. All right, let's call Devin. Let's get our daily Money Lisa joke out of the way.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Probably having that sort of wacky Wednesday going on.
You had your camera on and it's just not showing?
I don't know why I did that. I don't have one.
That's weird, because it's like showing an OBS thing and this says camera, but there's no picture. That's Oh, it went away. Okay.
Why that popped up like that?
Now I won't question it. It went away. Be sure to drop a like on the stream now that Devin's here. The Avengers have assembled. I repeat, drop a like on the stream. The Avengers have assembled. Good morning, GC. How you doing, man? Like clockwork now. Good morning, Boo Boo. Did everybody say good morning to Mel? Yes, Peter, you are correct. Go, go, Power Rangers. Yeah, everybody just pour Mel with some good mornings. Drown him in the good morning love. Yes. This is true power, telling people to tell someone good morning. The Powerpuff Girls have popped out of the bomb.
All right, we got about 5 seconds before we go ding, ding, ding. Hurry up and wait the first 10 minutes of the market. Microsoft getting a little buyer action on the open with Apple. Amazon popping pre-market high pretty fast, going up towards yesterday high. Watch that.
Good morning, Alexis. And yeah, guys, feel free to update whatever stocks you want. If you want to focus on the small list, you 100% can. If you want to focus on whatever. We like to focus on a lot of the important weights and the popular stocks that move the market. Good morning, Friday. Somebody actually made a joke with your name the other day. It was a very bad joke, but it was pretty funny. And yeah, good add-on, JP Stockin. Good job. Do have a lot of things coming out today, but the most important, as you can see, is the FOMC minutes. So we'll be seeing if they mentioned anything about possibly going up 50 points or what's going to happen. I've already explained to you guys what are the scenarios on that the other day. YouTube members, you guys 300% have a video on that still sitting in your videos section.
Amazon getting over that yesterday high and flying. Took their Wheaties.
Apple flew, then wicked back down. Amazon's killing it. Tesla's possibly trying to get over 200. Meta having a good start. Microsoft turning around. Google just a slight green open. AMD a slight red open. Indecisive open on the semiconductors. And Netflix, a little red of an open, but trying to hold that 336.40s. So we got all kinds of opens today so far. Again, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It does help out the channel. Baba Doji so far. Nvidia pushing past BMH. Okay, y'all are dropping good updates. Good. All sectors green besides XLE and XLV. And yeah, XLV is just slight green. So I see why you said that and it switched. Banks are also barely green. Everything else is barely up a quarter point or a little bit more. Tech and discretionary are the strong ones this morning. So far. Again, it's only been 4 minutes.
Amazon flying over 96 now. Something's really got into that one today. Microsoft retested, bounced it back up. See if Apple's going to do the same thing or is it going to keep coming down.
Indecisive open on SPY through the first few minutes. I know that because we have a wick on both sides. Longer on the top side and a small body. Giving us a slightly indecisive open. Might be wanting to go down to test support first. See if we get a bounce. If not, we'll see continued weakness through the 398s. Global bonds are poised to erase all of the gains they made in their best start to a year on record.
That doesn't sound very bullish.
Fed's hawkish tack leads central banks defying pivot hopes. Which we talked about this in multiple streams so far. Talking about the different sentiment of the market, how everybody was getting super bullish, and then just out of nowhere, we get even worse data. And now the Fed is pretty much pressed to say 50-point higher instead of a quarter point, which is what everyone was already pricing in. It was over 90% priced in. If I was to go check the hike tool, pretty sure it's a little less than that now. It's probably like 80 or less now. Hike tool. Rate hike tool. I should probably type that so Amazon doesn't just link me a bunch of random items. And yeah, this was over 90% at one point. This was over 90% at one point. Now it's 79%. So they're slowly pricing in a potential 50 hike, which would be very bad. Could call out stocking.
Apple's coming down to that yesterday low. Amazon's wicking now after I had that crazy push. See if it holds yesterday high. Microsoft's struggling.
AMD wants to get over that pre-market high. They're just testing it. Same for Nvidia.
Tesla's starting to come down now as Amazon's coming down. It never got nearly as bullish as Amazon. Meta coming down under yesterday low as well. Same thing with Google. Netflix trying to hold up better.
Chewing gum, $10 in 2024. Literally. It's called Must Be Dreaming. How do I even save or share this playlist? Copy link to playlist. Here you go, Money Lisa. It's literally called Must Be Dreaming.
Nvidia getting over pre-market high. See if that's going to hold up.
Apple took a nasty fall. Amazon, Tesla trying to hold up. Meta trying to hold up. Microsoft having struggle as well, but they're trying to hold up better than Apple. Yeah, Apple just turned red. Strongest sector is discretionary.
Coming back up towards 400.
AMD, Nvidia doing good. Yeah, keep your eyes on Amazon and Tesla. They will have some... actually, keep your eye on Tesla. Amazon leaving the train station without them. Keep your eye above 200 on Tesla.
Got that first 10-minute candle of the market. Alright, it's trying to come back up and test 400.
See if SPY wants to push to 401s here now, get to the top of their current range. If we get a good push by SPY and Amazon holds up like they are now, Tesla is going to be a really nice breakout over 200.
Yeah, Amazon's on that juice today.
Healthcare, financials, utilities are weak today.
Netflix getting over that pre-market high now with Nvidia moving higher. Amazon's still pushing new high a day.
Very nice chart money, Lisa, in the Charts by Members channel. Love to see the practice. Boo Rock as well.
Amazon flying, Microsoft coming up towards that previous high day.
Tesla not reacting with Amazon at all. Netflix poking its head above 339.30s.
Spotted a quick retest of opening price coming back up.
I'm impressed by Tesla right now. The fact it has not moved kind of worries me. Now we're going to have weird timing with Tesla and Amazon as Amazon starts to slow down after their impressive open. Opened at just above 95, hit over 96.50s just now, all in 15 minutes. Tesla rejecting the area they need to get past. Apple getting a little bit more red as they're testing their pre-market low. King of the market not liking this push. BB system levels don't lie for real. Preach, 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 preach. Anybody who says otherwise has just not back tested enough or is just lazy. They aren't perfect, but they definitely help out a lot. I like Netflix popping above 339.30s. If they can hold that with rising volume like they are now, that's a really good hold. Might see them in the 340s very soon. 341.50 is a really good close target. On guard. If Apple can hold pre-market low, this will give some bullish pressure on some of these other tech tickers. You can see XLK is actually holding up pretty well, even with Apple pulling down to their pre-market low. Microsoft holding to the right is helping that out a little bit. Semiconductor AMD doing pretty good after breaking 77.30. Nvidia doing pretty decent after breaking 208.60. Be careful with semiconductors today, guys. Again, like you see on the list, we do have earnings on Nvidia after hours today. So if you find that the chain on AMD or Nvidia is a little expensive, that would be why. Tesla possibly getting that resurgence through 199.50/200s.
Amazon's still pushing new highs as it's trying to do that, so that's still helping out. Meta's trying to get over its midpoint. Microsoft's still holding up. Apple's defending pre-market low, needs to get over yesterday low. XLM's just chilling between pre-market low and yesterday low. Netflix is getting that good push over 340. Watch out for that 341.50.
Tesla trying to get past the area mentioned. Netflix held the 40% entry, is in the 340s now, like I said. Really good first target in 50 cents if you took the Netflix scalp. AMD's on fire. Google in range, Microsoft in range, Meta in range. Tesla trying to break to the upside. Amazon still making new high of day, and Apple still defending the pre-market low. I am liking the potential rally, or bounce you could say. As long as Apple holds pre-market low, Tesla is finally getting some move above 200. Netflix just about hitting 341.50. That'd be a great scalp to get out of after getting in on the 40% entry above 339.30s. And there it goes, passing through there.
That's a nice little Netflix play you called out, Josh.
I want to see Tesla go to the moon now. By the moon, I mean 202 and 205.
Buy slowing down. Really need to see it get over the 475 area.
Let's see, everybody. Will Apple continue to defend 148.11? My TOS is fast today. And for any long plays right now, it is a little risky because you are not past anything on SPY. You still need to pass 401. So anything right now should be scalps. Tesla with rising volume. Good call out. Who said that? Mr. Shadow. Great job. Good rising buyer volume, especially after the little dip retest they took. Wicking back down a little bit, but holding over 200. That candle has a minute left, so keep your eye on Tesla. That could be the next one to jump to the top of their range. Especially if Amazon continues to hold up here. If Amazon was to reverse, that's not going to help out Tesla. If we see Apple break pre-market low, that's not going to help out the market. So we need to see SPY over 401. Tesla to continue holding 200. Netflix can honestly continue to look good as long as it passes this next level, 341.50. You might see a little bit of a range trade consolidation in between here first, before the next move of 339.30s and 341.50s. Video wicking, AMD wicking, which that makes sense. That one just rallied so hard. That's what Amazon should be doing soon, is what AMD is doing. Wicking down, because that is a very impressive push almost all by itself. If you look at the percentages, they are up well over 2%. Nobody else is even close to that, even with NVIDIA's pump. Discretionary, like I said, strong one this morning. They're up over 1%. Healthcare not helping. We had financials and utilities turn green/flat. Tesla closed over. Now let's see if they can hold. Really good plays as long as they hold 199/199.50. Apple just turned red for half a second again.
Google and Meta coming down. Google's losing yesterday low, testing pre-market low. Meta's testing yesterday low.
Yeah, Google bringing weakness and Meta bringing weakness into the XLC sector again. Good call out, Devin. Amazon finally getting a red candle. I was going to say it's by itself. Giving Tesla a little bit of weakness even after that good push. And like I said, risky with calls unless you get out of this range. Apple rejecting the 9. Good call out.
There's a nice little short-term retest on SPY again. Holding very strong around the 399.70 area. B's been a pretty tight range since open.
I like the volume on SPY. If we can just get a good reset candle here and it holds to the right, this could be a really good continuation to the upside on SPY. If Apple can hold 148s and get a bounce, SPY can definitely get past 401. If Apple was to break 148s, we're going to be seeing a reversal from the top of the range here on SPY. Amazon really doing all the work today. It's helping Tesla try to hold 199. See if they get a good bounce off of this next candle. Good call out on Amazon. Yeah, they're still kicking ass. A little over 2% now. Nobody's even close to them. Maybe Nvidia, but that's not much. Apple losing pre-market low. See if they hold under pre-market low. Like I said, if that is to break, that's not going to help out SPY.
XLM's trying to get over that yesterday low. Pre-market high is right above it, 111, then 112 is next.
Yeah, really bad timing on Amazon Tesla. Amazon finally getting some big sellers stepping in. Tesla is not looking like it wants to hold. That was about to be a really good breakout. Microsoft's so indecisive this morning, Devin.
Yeah, Microsoft ain't really going nowhere. Google testing under that pre-market low, see if it's going to hold under. Meta coming down towards that pre-market low. Netflix is holding up better than both of those, but a lot. It's trying to hold over 340. Berkshire Hathaway is trying to get over pre-market high. See if that's going to hold.
What's Exxon doing?
Nothing. Just trying to get over yesterday low. It's right under pre-market high still, 111.
I was just curious because I remember energy started off kind of weak and they actually pushed up a little bit now. They defended their death drop pretty well. Discretionary weakening now. They were up well over 1%. They're just a 0.75% now. It's mainly due to Amazon finally slowing down, Tesla pulling down with that. Like I said, there was a very nice chance of a breakout, but also a very good chance for a very bad time to break out. Amazon doing all that work and finally slowing down, not helping out Tesla as they were trying to hold. But good sign to see them still holding previous day close, giving a potential recovery from here. If they end up losing this, though, they are definitely going to want to probably test pre-market low. So it all kind of depends on how much Amazon wants to retest. Apple's still defending pre-market low. That is a good sign for the market. As long as they're defending that level there, that can help out SPY. I was really liking Tesla up until the point where everything just wasn't really moving. See if we get that opportunity in a little bit.
Google battling at that pre-market low still. Meta getting closer. Apple battling right down there at the pre-market low.
Semiconductors are back to their pre-market high. Netflix back to their pre-market high. A lot of the ones that just broke out to the upside are back to where they came from. And yeah, Apple potentially losing pre-market. You know, I don't want to say this to bore anyone, but you might actually get a pretty nice wide range today in anticipation of FOMC minutes. And then you might get a really good reaction after FOMC minutes. So that is one thing to take into account, that a lot of people might just be waiting in anticipation of that news coming out later today. So keep that in mind too, guys. Don't just trade like nothing's happening today. Amazon, nice reversal. It's very nice to see them slow down after that impressive run. That's helping bring Tesla down under 197.30s. Like I said, if they break that, you're most likely headed towards pre-market low. Watch for a break of pre-market low on Tesla. Watch for a break of pre-market low on Meta. Google already broke. You're watching them to continue rejecting pre-market low as well as previous day low. AMD, Nvidia still pulling back. Netflix pulling back after that range. So this should be hurting SPY. Yeah. After going through a lot of these weights, it's really helpful, at least to me, I don't know about you guys, to kind of visualize in my head what I think SPY is doing without even looking yet. And you're just kind of going through those. You should instantly be thinking, all right, SPY probably has a little bit of a red candle going. Go back and check your SPY chart. You're like, oh, it did produce a red candle. Okay, that makes sense. It's because a lot of your weights were pulling back, even the ones that were rallying just now. You now have Apple almost a 0.5% down. Tesla's almost a full percent down. Meta's over a 0.5% down. Google almost a 0.5% down. Excuse me.
Netflix back under pre-market high around opening price. Nvidia, same situation. Meta testing that pre-market low. Google trying to hold under.
Tag Leland too, Misi. Tesla tested pre-market low after the break of 197.30s as anticipated. Meta through their pre-market low. Microsoft heading lower after rejecting the 9. Google headed lower after maintaining rejection at their pre-market low and previous day low. They're now at their next level. AMD is down all the way to today's open. Nvidia is very close down to their today's open. Really nice pullback. That was honestly kind of easy to see going through the weights, seeing that it was pretty much just Amazon holding us up, Apple helping push through the support. Microsoft was range trading, so it really didn't help anybody. Google had broken lower, Meta had broken lower, Tesla had got the failed breakout with Amazon finally slowing down. So pretty much Tesla was too slow today to catch up to Amazon, and now they're pulling back because of it. And then you had the pullbacks on AMD and Nvidia, which those two were also pushing very nice to the upside. If you remember, this was chasing Amazon. They're now back to almost flat. This is only up 0.5%. This is up 0.25%. Does that make sense to everybody? I want to make sure you guys go through the weights on your own as well. It's hard to do when you're practicing, when the market is closed, but when the market is open, you should definitely have a list of a lot of your top weights, go through them, and just kind of catch the sentiment and vibe of the market for the day. It's very easy to pick up on what's moving what. It also helps to figure out what sector they belong to. Cover that every day.
Meta's starting to lose pre-market low. Google moving lower.
Apple moving lower as well.
Microsoft pulling back a little bit more. See if that picks up speed with Apple. Tesla getting that pre-market low. Amazon pulling back some more.
Be sure to drop a like on the stream. We have over 220 people in here, a little over 120 likes. Please drop a like on the stream. It helps out a lot. That ad lib at the end is so weird. Apple wicking. See if Amazon wants to hold 96 or not. Tesla broke their pre-market low. Very impressive. See if they can retake 195.30s or if they're going to maintain under that. Same story for Meta, but at 171. Same story for Google. Same story for Google, but at the 91.70s. They pulled back pretty nice since then. AMD and Nvidia trying to defend their today's open. Be sure to click join on the channel and see if you're down to join us as a loyal supporter of the channel. We have a lot of new videos on here, from live trades to spy updates. I drop 2 spy updates a week on video format. I also talk about the economic events, and there's also older videos saved just for you. So be sure to check that out if you're interested. It's $4.99 a month. It's pretty cheap. And I definitely work my ass off to provide all of that content for everybody who signs up. I think we have about 50 people there now. Since I asked so nicely, you'll like the stream. Appreciate that. Apple fighting 148s again. That's the pre-market low, 148.11. Amazon losing the 90 MA and the 96 level. Might be seeing them after they're passing today's breakout. You might be seeing them head back towards today's open, maybe even the previous day highs. This is definitely not going to help Tesla either, as they're fighting the 195.25. Meta fighting under 171.10 still. Microsoft trying to hold a good level at 250.250. Ooh, Google still making a new low of day. Welcome, Allen, to the loyal supporter gang. Glad to have you on board. Definitely be sure, I just mentioned it a few moments ago, definitely be sure to check out a lot of your members' content. If you go to the channel, you should have a members-only section on your screen. A lot of really cool content in there. I try to do 2 SPY update videos a week, as well as trying to find 1 or 2 other video ideas to add on to that each week. Therefore, they have plenty of content, but I don't want to just randomly upload. I want to make sure it's content they actually want, so I try to make sure and focus on their request a lot more. The other day, I had a couple questions about fibs, so I did a, I think, almost 18-minute video on fibs. And then publicly, we uploaded the trading outside bar from Leland, which if you hadn't already seen that on his channel, it's now on the main channel. Yep, slow day, Mel. I 100% agree. It's most likely in anticipation of FOMC today. That is most of the time the case when we have FOMC the same day. I've only liked one breakout so far today, and it was very short-lived on Netflix. Tesla had really good potential of having a very solid breakout. Timing just wasn't there. You can see they're still struggling under 195.20s. Meta retesting 171.10.
Well, I started to come down towards that yesterday low. Excuse me. Well, Amazon's back at yesterday high. See if that's going to hurt Tesla. If it cracks through there. Meta trying to come down a little more with Google. Looking for SPY to crack this yesterday low. Go to a retest towards pre-market low. Cracking that yesterday low. Apple coming down. Amazon broke through that yesterday high. See if it takes that pre-market high. Microsoft drifting down towards yesterday low. Tesla coming down some more.
SPY pre-market low is the only level under price now. Could call out Shadow. Thank you for the time, Bob. Could call out Mel. Good job, Sabrina. Round of applause to Sabrina. She entered a SPY put after touching the 68.1 fib price, up 24%, getting out. Beautiful job, Sabrina. Round of applause to you. SPY breaking pre-market low. Wow. Very strong push. With not that amazing a volume. I'll give it that. That's a very big candle. That volume does not match that candle. I'd be very surprised if this does not wick up. Apple hit a new low of day, very close to 174.15. I'm actually telling people in my chat to take profit on that scalp for Apple if anybody took the break of 148. I'm not liking a lot of these drops with SPY trying to hold that bottom of that range right there. A lot of those drops are going to start wicking up a little bit. Yo, good job, Miggy. 30% on SPX puts. Beautiful work.
Microsoft getting closer towards yesterday low. Amazon trying to wick off pre-market high. Google getting a little bit of buyers. Netflix is retesting pre-market low.
Oh, good job, Brady, adjusting even though TradingView is a piece of shit. Meta reportedly plans to cut thousands of jobs. Oh boy, they're going to pump. Oh, you beat me to it, Money Lisa. You are fast. I read that as it popped up. You have fast fingers. I'll have to go find that image, but it's very interesting looking at all the big tech companies and see how many people they're letting go. Some companies are only letting a few hundred away. Some companies are letting thousands away. You are the news. Volume picked up a lot more as they got some buyers stepping in towards the end of that candle. Sellers took it back a little bit lower. And now volume matches that candle a lot more now, so it's not as scary. Watch for a break of pre-market low. A hold of pre-market low can bring a good buyer relief, retesting 399, where we can get another rejection if we don't just continuously fall now. So keep eyes for a potential retest or another open range break. We just got another new low of day as I said that.
Apple coming down some more, helping that out. Tesla, Google, yeah, pushing under. Netflix breaking pre-market low. Nvidia's retesting yesterday low.
Yes, Alan, it's a stream. There's going to be a delay. Any live stream will have a delay. It kind of varies, though. Certain days, it'll only be behind by like 6 seconds, 5 seconds, sometimes a little less. And then there is a thing called lag, which will add on to that some days. And then sometimes it'll be like 15 seconds. But it's never that much more worse than that. And I can tell because I'm able to ask y'all questions, and within 10 seconds, I'm already getting a full list of answers. So I know for a fact it's not that bad. I don't know how it works on Twitter Spaces. I don't care for Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces is trash. Not saying the people on Twitter Spaces are trash. Twitter Spaces is trash because there's no live streaming. There's no screen you can see. It's just voices. No problem. But it kind of varies, so just know that. And also, YouTube servers half suck, half are amazing. Some days we have no problems whatsoever. We'll have that for a few days, and then one day just bam, pops up and YouTube servers are having issues, and the lag on the stream sucks. So, it does happen. We are not in control of it, though. We can just keep pushing through, can't complain about it. Focus on what's in front of us. SPY still defending the pre-market low. Very impressive turnaround here. I would have liked a lot more volume on this candle, though. A lot more volume would have shown an anomaly and a very strong potential reversal back towards the 399 level that price just broke through, regardless of the color of the candle.
Coming down a little bit more. Amazon getting closer to that pre-market high again. Microsoft right at yesterday low.
Oh, Apple's so close. Amazon, impressive return back to those levels. Tesla did really good too after breaking 195.20s. They've now made it down to the 191s. So if anybody was paying attention to the levels on that, that worked out very well while I was watching Apple, Netflix, and a couple others. Meta hasn't really pushed far away from 171. Getting some indecisive candles there now. Google had a pretty nasty fall after rejecting 9160s. If anybody was paying attention, I said as long as it holds under 9160, 9170s, you should see a break lower. They are now just above 90.60. Just a really good drop on that one. Nvidia, AMD had that weakness. No play on that. And Netflix back to square one as they're testing today's open. Good morning, Daffy. Anybody take any of the mentions so far? We talked about Netflix. We talked about Tesla. We talked about Amazon. We talked about Apple. We talked about a lot of these charts this morning. Been giving pretty good ideas for each of the levels.
We're getting some decent volume coming in here now.
Dev, you can see my screen and you can see the levels I'm looking at. We're not even at 396 yet. We still got to break pre-market low. Gold creation. Leland, I just saw what you said. No, Lucid. It would just mean it's indecisive. It would help if it had more volume, but it doesn't necessarily mean vice versa.
Buy back at yesterday low. Amazon trying to get back over yesterday high.
And like I said, if we get a good bounce at 398.20s, we will be retesting 399, and there you guys go. 399 retested. 9 EMA is a lot closer to current price. And now we're fighting previous day lows. So we're stuck in between pre-market low and previous day lows right now. Bing bong. They're smacking that 9 EMA. Really good job, too, if anybody's been paying attention. We got out of Apple at the perfect time. No need to sit there and stress about anything pulling back up unless you were being greedy. No need to be sitting in trade super long when SPY has yet to break range. Bing bong. AMD catching some buyers back to current day open. Strong bounce. Good eyes, everybody. I see you, Jack, using the emojis. I was going to add more, but I added the pictures and YouTube was like, hold up, we don't even know what file size, or we don't know what file this is. So I have to go re-download some of them. Same file type as the other emojis. Really good retake of previous day lows on SPY. If we can get a hold over 9 EMA and 399, we can definitely see today's open get tested again. Above today's open, we have today's high, and of course the 401s.
Apple getting a nice bounce. Meta getting back over pre-market low. Google starting to come up. Netflix didn't sell off near as much, just coming back up to pre-market high. Apple getting closer back to that pre-market low. Microsoft's defending yesterday low.
Really good moves on Tesla, Apple. Meta hasn't really gotten a big move. They're just in a really good spot for a big move. Microsoft had a nice move. Google had a nice move. Everything's kind of up and rejecting 9 EMA or a bigger level. Up from where they fell to is how I should say that. Really good retest, like I said. As long as 398.20's held, we should see 399 retested. Now what we're looking out for is, can they break over the 9 EMA? Can they hold this area? Can they go retest today's open? Can they retest today's high? Can they break through 401? That'd be a really good bullish scenario. Or are they just going to reject here, consolidate, stay in range? That'd also be, of course, a higher probability situation. Or are we going to reject this and push for a new low of day and finally break the pre-market low range? Ooh, good job, Deep. I remember you saying, you were coming back and you wanted to take it slow. Good job. Any chance we get a market halt this week with all the way? I highly doubt it.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Market halts do not happen that much. Like entire market halts. That doesn't just happen all the time. The weights aren't really moving in a fashion that would cause that either. This is normal trading. This is nothing out of the norm. FOMC is today. Of course, we're going to have some more range trades, a little bit more indecisive of trading. But even with all of that, I would say today has still been easy to navigate. There has not been anything that happened today that has completely ruined the chart yet. Is it boring you? Then close your chart. Go do something. I would not let price action ruin you. Like I've been calling out all morning, it's been decent to navigate. It's definitely not been impossible. For a market halt to happen, you would need to see some pretty insane moves that you've never seen before on your charts. It doesn't just happen all the time. God, I hate when Devin doesn't come to my house to trade for me.
People are wild. SPY retesting the previous entry low today. Apple coming back down. Microsoft testing yesterday low. Tesla never got too much going. XOM drifting down. Berkey's have been in a super tight range all day.
All right, everybody right now, I'm tired of people... it's okay to ask questions, but I'm tired of people asking what time is FOMC. Get off your ass. Go to econoday.com. Click View Calendar. It's a free website, and you can see every bit of information that everyone watches every single week. This is something you should be keeping into account every time you open your chart, is looking at this. Come on, guys. I see just mental trading today. It's always careful days for me on FOMC. 100%. It definitely is a kind of sit tight and watch type day a lot of the time. There have still been some nice moves, though. We called out Apple, we called out Netflix, we called out Google, talked about a couple Amazon and Meta ideas. There's definitely been a couple moves that were definitely nice. SPY has made sense all morning. All we did so far was get a buy reaction into resistance, couldn't break pre-market high. We got a break of the 90 MA, a break of today's open. That brought us all the way back down to the pre-market low area, previous day low area. We got a test of pre-market low, a retest of the area in which we fell from after breaking today's open, rejecting the 90 MA, and now we're actually pushing a new low of day today. There isn't a single piece of price action on this chart today that has thrown anything off. It's all very normal price action.
Having a nice new low a day here. Apple coming down, XOM, Tesla, Microsoft losing that yesterday low, pre-market low at 251 right underneath. Nvidia, same situation, right at pre-market low.
Good job, GC. Good job, Money Lisa. Beautiful, beautiful job. Yeah, a lot of sectors turning red. Good job, Daffy, calling that out. Pretty good volume on that candle too so far. We'll see if they end up closing lower or if they're going to wick back up like we saw before. Second most volume in the day on that candle as it broke that new low. Very strong close to the downside.
Amazon's still trying to hold up. They're definitely stronger compared to the market and Tesla.
It's funny, all this movement SPY's barely down 1/3%. Apple got to hit that target twice, so if anybody was stuck in a trade to the downside on Apple, gave you a great opportunity. Amazon trying to rev back up to the upside. Tesla trying to double bottom. Meta trying to double bottom. If you get a new low on those, not looking good. Even Google's trying to retake a good level at 91.25. We'll see if these are short-lived jumps or if we're going to be seeing reversals back down. Nvidia, or wow, AMD made a new low. Nvidia all the way back down to their pre-market low. Both of those finally broke their today's open and had really good moves to the downside. And Netflix back down to their low of day. Baba also breaking a good level. I saw a couple of you mention it. Good job on that. Good job in that retest, too. I saw two of you take a really good trade from that. That was not bad risk at all. I'm not taking credit, giving credit where it's due. Staples moved higher as a lot of the aggressive sectors moved lower. Energy broke. Wow. Energy broke very well, Devin.
To the downside.
Yeah, they're down the most sector-wise.
Yeah, 109 coming down, XLM. They've just been steady under 110. Berkby and the financials haven't really chose a direction, so if they've picked a downside too, that'll help move SPY lower.
Good job, Daffy. Good job, Mel. Good job, Mel again. Good job, J-Bake. Very clean trade review on his. Beautiful trade review. I would take time to go look at J-Bake's trade review if you guys have time. Good job, Bach. Good job, guys. Leading by example, posting those trade reviews. Little wick retest, turning that candle red now in SPY. Less than 30 seconds on this candle now. New low of day again. Wick. Come on, just go hit 397.30s real quick. Just do it, just because you can. Awesome, GC. I'll be on the lookout for it, brother. Glad to hear it. Watching 395.98 weekly level to be tested. Good eyes, Daffy. 103% in total for a day like this. Good job, Mel. Do not ruin it by over trading. I will not state that again. Semis are looking pretty bad. The only thing that kind of sucks is Nvidia has earnings. So it sucks we can't take a swing trade on those after FOMC is done. Scalp should be fine, though. They'll just be a little more pricey. Oh, 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 oh. SPY is still maintaining under pre-market low. They maintain at 398.20s as resistance. We should maintain in this lower part of the range here between 397.30 and 398.20s. Cedric Miller, we could do either. It's not really fair to say one or the other. Right now, you should be bearish until we see something else otherwise. Bulls are trying to retake pre-market low. We've had zero bullish indication. We had a green open, couldn't get past anything, broke 9 EMA, broke today's open, broke previous day low, broke pre-market low, and now we're just testing from underneath. So yes, you could definitely still get a bounce. You need to see a little bit more consolidation down here first, maybe some volume to pick up to bring price back up, or you're going to see it consolidate and break lower. Could also see the range trade. Like I keep saying, FOMC is today, so there is a chance you get a wide range today and it just kind of sticks to it. Doesn't give you any crazy one directional moves. So also be very careful. Good call out, Taylor. What's up, Dan Yak? Glad to have you in here. What's the best time frame for finding swing trades? I mean, it's all personal preference what you're asking. But me personally, I love looking at the daily time frame for swings. I'll use levels from the monthly time frame using the exact same system, the TA routine, but on the monthly. And I use those levels as well as the 9, 21, and 55 EMA. And that's all I use. Like for patterns with positioning. For day trades, I really like the 3-minute for scalps, the 5-minute for scalps and possible day trades. That's pretty much it. And yeah, like Mike said, don't forget to hit that like button. Would highly appreciate it. Amazon getting a good push, guys. Even with everything reversing and slowing down and just looking ugly, Amazon is holding very strong. Very impressive day by Amazon today. GS Gill, if you'd like as well, you can check out some of my other videos. I have plenty of scalp videos on this channel, some swing trading. There's a lot of swing trading in a playlist on my channel, as well as the backup channel, which is called Mustache Options Bot, which that doesn't post trades anymore. But it has a lot of the other video content on there, though. SPY slowly retaking pre-market low. If they can hold over 9 EMA, it's a very good chance they go to retest 399 again. Over 399, where we currently rejected from here, we could see a pop back to the upside towards today's open. So make sure you have your current day open marked. If we break over 399 in this little area here, we're most likely going to test that area there. Amazon has been weak the past couple weeks too, 100%. So it's nice to see them picking it up. Google's another one that I'm expecting to have some nice green days if the market holds, just because they're down in a really good spot of their bigger time frame chart. And then GS Gill, it's also super helpful to use the bigger time frames to help you out on your smaller time frames. Yesterday, I used simple levels. We just used halfway points here to get this here, but we were watching the support here break from the bigger time frame, and that helped out on the smaller time frames. You see Netflix was very ugly. You know, at the end of the day, it's easy to say, oh, they had a wedge. It's so easy to see, blah, blah, blah. But it's not easy to see that in real time. A really good area they rejected from was that area we had marked from the previous day. That was the previous day kind of wick to meet of the low where they held it as a double bottom. Under that area, they rejected and pulled back down. You can see they had another good rejection from their current low of day there. Had another good rejection. So it's also helpful to use the bigger time frame to help you out on the smaller time frame. It's also just cool for information and awareness. You know, too many times I see people get into these things and all they want to learn is to make money. You know, you shouldn't really learn about how to make money quite yet. You should focus on awareness and direction. You know, if you can't tell me what the top weights are in the market, that's a huge problem. You know, because that tells me that you don't know what to check. And I don't mean you personally, I just mean people in general. Roughly 1 in 6 retired Americans say they are mulling over whether to get a job again or not. Focus on a plan before you focus on money. I love that. What charting tool am I using? Well, for my levels, I'm just using the price level tool. If you'd like, you can open up your chart settings, go to My Tools, click on each chart, then click Apply, then OK. Go to the cog wheel that's right here, and you can add anything you want right here for the most part. You can add indicators, drawing tools. Hydrate, homie. Yeah, I like that, Deep. I will drink some water right now. I appreciate that. How far out would an option be for you on a swing? Sorry if in the member content I have not had time to view them yet. Totally fine. A lot of the time, and I know how other people trade, they like to aim for the same weeks. I hate same weeks. I pretty much use contracts that are at least 2, 3, 4 weeks out for the most part. There are some scenarios where if I see like a rounding, like I say, like a rounding bottom, just because historically there's a very slow but very strong pattern, I'll grab even more time. So it really kind of depends on the play. But a lot of the time I like to focus on like 2 week out, 3 week out, 4 week out contracts when it's for overnight swings and swings I know I'm only going to be in for like a day or two. If it's anything longer than that, you want to get time. And it's not about, oh, but it's more expensive. Yes, it's more expensive, but you're grabbing a contract that is giving your position a chance. You don't want to get a contract that just screws you from the start. And then you're not really even fighting the chart at that point. You're fighting your contract. So it's very smart to get a lot of time in your contract as well as a close, like Tobias just said, a close to at the money contract, because then you're not really having to fight the variables of your contract either. You'll have really good gamma, you'll have really good delta, and you won't have a theta to delta ratio that completely screws you. So it really depends on the play. But a lot of the time, I never grab same weeks anymore. Same weeks are pretty much a death threat to yourself. You're pretty much donating money every time you grab a same week. Scalps, whole different story. Scalps are an entirely different story. If it's like Monday or Tuesday, it's sometimes okay to grab a same week as long as you're grabbing an at the money or in the money type contract. If you're grabbing a position that you know you're only going to be in for a little bit, that's okay. For day trades, position you think that's going to be struggling, you're going to have to worry about for a little bit longer than your average 5, 10, 20, 30-minute trade, you're going to definitely want to grab an at least next week contract that's close to at the money. Anytime you go far out of the money, you're screwing yourself because you're getting weak Greeks. I keep saying theta. Weak Greeks. You don't want to have weak Greeks. It's all about that gamma when you're taking those scalps. You want to have that gamma fuel your contract, be the extrinsic value that pours into your premium. So a lot of the time you'll see people go grab a contract that's just out of the money or at the money, and then as it goes into the money, you get that huge gamma increase, and that's what your contract loves. It feeds off of that. If you really want to focus on destroying bad habits, stop trading same weeks. Stop trading same days. That is a very good first step in the right direction. Options are so racist. Jesus, Minnie.
Google's getting a pretty good balance compared to its other counterparts, Meta and Netflix.
Don't tell me what to do. I mean, again, it's okay to risk on same day, same weeks. If you're someone who's seasoned, if you understand how options work, and you know you're not going to be in them that long, that is a risk you can take. But if you're someone who's getting into this, you're new, and you haven't really established yourself as a profitable trader, you should not be touching those. By touching those too, you're telling me that you would focus rather on making money over making a good trade. And there is a huge difference between that. Stupid question then. If it is out 3 weeks, would that not cause you to trade it a lot if you close out a 15% gain? What do you mean by trading it a lot? I have a double dip rule. I don't double dip, so I wouldn't personally have a problem with that, but I could see how a general person would. Because then you're like, oh, I'll just keep feeding off the same contract, which that's totally fine. But as time moves on, you're going to want to adjust where you're buying at. Paulie, I don't think I have an exact video on it, but if you'd like, there is, of course, the course. If you want to pay for something. If you don't want to pay for something, you can go to this server right here, which I'll drop an invite link to it. And this has all that information and some. Again, this is a free server. There's nothing paid in here. It has candlesticks, chart patterns, order types, terminology, tips and extra info, all kinds of other junk. Come down to here, you got options basics, gives you literally everything you could ever ask for. Gives you good examples too, Greeks, good examples, options ideas with examples, trading options 101. We even made our own images for it. Day trading rules, a lot of really awesome rules that I found from this book, and then also the vice versa of it for swing trading rules. Very helpful. But that's a free server you can join. There's not much activity in it, as in like typing and stuff. Not many people type in there. It's mainly just kind of a hub to go and check information on. Oh. SPY defending 399. We might be getting a pop now that we've held 90 MA in the lower part of our current range. Might be seeing a pop back to today's open at 399.50 here. Good call out, Daffy. No, it's not the Candlestick Bible. I genuinely cannot remember for the life of me. I think I added it to the top of that channel, though, Boo Boo. Let me go check for you. Boo Boo. It's called... Okay, I didn't write down the book, but I typed the author's name. It's Douglas Zaleski. And then the Swing Trading Rules is by Alan Farley. Which that one I think is called the Master Swing Trader book or something. But if you go to those channels, you'll see the author name. I give credit. No problem. Like I said, and I've told y'all many times, there are paid resources. But I also give the exact information for free if you check the right areas, and I make that information very clear to go check. We have that free server, you have the YouTube channel, we have all those free quizzes I've been handing out over and over and over, which I should start sharing those over again. Here, I'll give you all the options quiz today. So take this quiz, guys. It's very helpful. There is one question in there that's botched. If you feel like you get to a question and one of them's weird, it's probably that one. Google is failing to save my edit on it. But overall, it's a beautiful quiz. I think it's got like 50 questions in it. It's very in-depth. Instagram, wow, this is actually news to me that's really good. Instagram Meta may be changing their algo to promote Reels less. Thank God. In the past few weeks, Reels on brand social accounts have been performing worse, generating 20% fewer views in some cases, while photo performance has generally improved. I am literally putting my hands together and looking to the sky. Thank you, God. Instagram got really bad when they started promoting Reels a lot more, and as a content creator, as I posted on there more, the only way to get more people to view your page was by posting videos, which is cool and all, but it shouldn't be focused on just one or the other. It should be focused on both. Dude, yeah, Sinful. Meme lords are up right now. Instagram effed, we're up. Very happy to read that news. That is very awesome. Literally, Chance. And it almost made it succumbed you to having to go edit videos and like doing all kinds of stuff just to be seen on Instagram. They would legit hide your page if you didn't post Reels. So I'm very happy to hear that update. That's news. Speaking of Instagram, I need to go get a post ready. They were almost shadow banning big accounts who didn't adapt while... Yeah, dude, they literally were. There were pages 10 times bigger than mine that were literally getting blocked. I remember that very well. See you later, Paulie. We have to go and protect the city. Did we have Superman in our chat? As I said, as long as SPY can hold 399, you should get a good push towards 399.50. They seem to be holding on, getting really close to today's open, which is where that 399.50 stems from. Respect to you, Paulie. We respect law enforcement around here. Please be safe. Is Paulie a superhero? Yes, he is. He/she is. Can't go around here assuming.
Amazon about to take out that previous intraday high. That's been a pretty impressive stock today.
Apple trying to retake 148s and hold. With this move, they can definitely make it back to current day open. Devin just said Amazon. Tesla back under 195.25 with a hold of the 90 EMA. If they can pop this, they could definitely re-reach today's open. Meta retook today's open and 171.10. Might see a retest of today's high if SPY continues higher. Today's open for Microsoft. Google holding pretty well as well. See if they can make it to 92.20s. Let's see what AMD's doing. AMD is actually rejecting. Nvidia back above that scary support of 205. Nothing really else to say on Netflix. Let me check Baba. Baba broke 94, hit 93.50s. They're now curling back up. SPY back into range, just as expected. This is the highest probability scenario just because of what event is happening today. Nobody's going to front run this at all. almost at today's open. They're slowing down now, but still just maintaining the range between 399 and 399.50. As boring as it may be, this is definitely the highest probability scenario. Still, there was a really good move to the downside, though. You can't complain. There were a couple of good scalp opportunities here. Hey, and thank you guys. We had 150 likes today. Highly appreciate that. And yeah, I don't blame people if they just want to chill away from the charts today. Might be getting a good pop here if we can pop today's open, or if we can break back under 399.
Apple rejecting that pre-market low, bring the SPY back down towards the yesterday low, see if it's going to hold that or come back down through that, retesting somewhere between that and pre-market low and previous intraday low. Other things rejecting some pretty crucial areas.
Good call out, Mark. Good call out by Mel. Bunch of good call outs by Mel. they can break 9 EMA here, they still have to worry about pre-market low and today's current low. A hold of this area could look for a pop over today's open, but it looks like they want to pull back down. We'll see if we get a wick back up towards the end of this candle or not. Doesn't look like we will be with 30 seconds left.
Amazon could not put in that new intraday high right there, so it's coming back. Look for it to retest around 96, and then yesterday high.
Great stream, and hope everybody banks rest of the day. Got to go to work. See you later Friday. Hope you have a great rest of your day, man. Thank you for tuning in when you could. Highly appreciate that. Lucid reports. Oh, who cares about Lucid anymore? They report earnings after market close today. They're expecting worse numbers than previous, so we'll see if they end up doing better or not. Yep, inside candle. I think I'm going to end this one early today, guys. Be ready for the news out on FOMC. If you guys want any updates, feel free to join the Discord. I'll drop an invite to it if you guys don't know how to access it. But here's an invite to our main Discord. You don't have to pay to be on the trade floor. And that's where all the news will be updated at. But definitely check that out. Today, I would really just be looking at, can we break the range between 401, to the upside, or 397.30s to the downside. This is initially, everything on my screen is initially your range for the day. So this is what you need to focus on for the break of. If we can get a break of that range and then get a higher close or lower close, that could lead towards more one-directional trading going into tomorrow. We can get a lower open or a higher open. We'll have to go over that again. But overall, I think today was still a decent day. I called out Apple as it was breaking its pre-market low. I even got a retest with the 9 EMA under the pre-market low, and they made it down to my target once and twice. And the only other one I really sat here and called out was Netflix. Quick scalps. This isn't the right chart. Quick scalps over 339.30s. They ended up making all the way up to 341.50s. Again, quick scalps. We had a couple mentions on like Meta that didn't really move too much. Microsoft that didn't really move too much. Pretty good mention on Google that did move a pretty nice amount. And a couple others that were just kind of scary to get into because, of course, NVIDIA having earnings. So it's going to make them a little bit more pricey. But I'll see you guys later on. I do appreciate the amount of engagement. Again, join the Discord if you want to catch more updates, more news coming out. I'll be sure to drop any updates on FOMC. Like I said, if you guys see any mention of 50 BPS, you're most likely going to see a drop. If they do not mention it at all and they show signs of relief, then we probably will be range trading and maybe even see some upside in the short term. So be very careful moving forward. Glad to have you all in here, and I'll see you guys later on. Have a great rest of your day.